Welcome back to Captain Comics, where we dive into the wildest, darkest, and most downright insane corners of the comic book universe. And today, we're tackling one of the most brutal and mythic Batman stories in recent memory. This is Absolute Batman issue number 14, a full-throttle war epic where Gotham becomes a battleground, Batman becomes a soldier, and Bane becomes something beyond human. This issue isn't just a fight, it's a philosophy lesson wrapped in broken bones, explosions, and monstrous transformations. So buckle up, Bat fans, because we're going deep into the chaos. The setup: Gotham on the brink. Absolute Batman issue number 14 opens with Gotham on the brink of total collapse. Bruce Wayne knows the coming confrontation with Bane could be the last thing he ever does. And because he's Batman, because he's the kind of guy who treats life or death choices like a normal Tuesday, he agrees to a terrifying experiment. His team gives him 2 doses of Venom, the same drug that powers Bane. One dose goes straight into his system to see if he can withstand it. The second is saved for the final fight. Everyone around him is terrified. Venom could kill him, twist him, or corrupt him entirely. But Bruce is all in. Gotham is falling apart. Monsters lurk underground, and the city is running out of time. If this is what it takes to stop Bane, then so be it. Meanwhile, Bane has evolved far beyond the version Batman has fought in the past. He's no longer just strong. He can now control his body at the cellular level. Every cell regenerates, adapts, and transforms. He's basically walking biological warfare, a human tank that can rebuild itself mid-fight. While this powder keg is building, Gotham's leadership does what Gotham leadership usually does: denies everything. Mayor Hill appears on live TV to calm the city, but instead he lies straight through his teeth. He claims Batman is a terrorist, says there are no monsters underground, and insists the fight at Veterans Arena isn't happening. He orders an 11 p.m. curfew and blames Batman for the chaos tearing the city apart. But of course, the police know the truth. Behind the scenes, GCPD officers whisper that the fight is real, and it's happening at midnight. Only Batman and Bane are allowed into the arena. Even Detective Bullock is ordered to stay away. He agrees, but he's shaken. The kind you shake and you only get when you know Gotham is about to witness something historic and horrifying. Across the city, people who care about Bruce prepare for the worst. A woman, almost certainly Catwoman, sits alone in the dark, holding Batman's mask. She whispers, "I hope you have a damn good plan," and that line says everything. She knows Bruce might not come back. Batman arrives. The viral war begins. Deep underground, Bane is undergoing his own twisted preparation. Dr. Arkham administers more Venom and bizarre upgrades, treating him like a living experiment. They refer to Batman as Subject 27, and if Bruce survives the fight, they plan to study him next. Bane listens quietly, tired of the process. The upgrades have taken a toll, stripping away the last of his humanity. He just wants one final battle, one last act of dominance before he can finally rest. For Bane, war isn't just something he does. War is the only place he feels alive. Meanwhile, the arena is already alive with action. A boxing match between Wayland Killer Croc and Bebo Bebowski is underway in a flashback. The crowd is roaring, the fighters are going all out, and Croc is pushing himself harder than ever. But everything changes when a massive figure steps out of the darkness. Someone screams for the lights to come on. The arena floods with blinding brightness, revealing Bane in all his monstrous glory. Batman stands in the ring and looks up. "Hello," he says. And just like that, the harmless boxing match becomes the stage for Gotham's greatest war. A bearded ally reminds Batman of the plan. Wear Bane down, wait for his supply of Venom to run out, then use the final dose Bruce carries. But Batman brushes him off with a cold, "Stop talking. It's time." Then he contacts Harley Quinn. Her mission is simple and chaotic: make the fight go viral. She launches a fleet of drones to broadcast the entire clash to the world. Corrupt officials place bets like they're watching a gladiator match. Bane sees the cameras, smirks, and mocks Batman. He wants this fight to be a spectacle. Batman steps forward and says the simplest line possible: "Your move." And then Gotham explodes. The fight spills far beyond the ring. Explosions detonate across the city. Buildings collapse. Vehicles fire rockets. The Batmobile becomes a brutal weapon. Inside the arena, the boxing match continues like an echo of the chaos around it. But the real war is between Batman and Bane. Did Bruce use Venom? Batman fights like he's forged from pure violence. Every punch is calculated, every attack strategic. He pushes Bane hard enough to draw blood, a rare sight. But Bane regenerates instantly, growing larger and faster with every passing moment. He hurls Batman through the air like a toy. He taunts him, saying they're not so different. Then Bane demands that Batman use the final Venom dose. Bruce refuses, but reinforcements arrive. And by reinforcements, I mean Harley Quinn screaming, "Release the green machine." Suddenly, 4 hooded figures drag out a massive reptilian creature. It's Killer Croc, fully transformed into a hulking monster. He charges Bane and immediately begins tearing chunks of flesh off him and eating them. Bane responds by injecting more venom, swelling even bigger and healing instantly. The arena becomes a battlefield of giants. Batman hangs back, waiting for the right moment. Outside, explosions stretch across Gotham. Inside, Croc and Bane rip each other apart. Batman and his allies fire everything they've got at Bane, but it barely slows him down. He mutates further, growing fangs, glowing veins, and a terrifying new form. Alfred begs Bruce to retreat to save himself, but Bruce refuses. We stick to the plan. And with that, he dives back into the war using his grappling hook. All the while, in the flashback, Croc is barely surviving the boxing match with Bebo. The crowd thinks he's done for. Back in the present, Croc and Batman team up. Together, they tear into Bane. In the boxing ring, flashback, Croc suddenly bursts back to life, performing an incredible airborne counterattack. The announcer screams, "Do you believe in miracles?" Back in the arena, Croc collapses from exhaustion. Batman kneels beside him and says, "It's all right, Way. Go, and thank you." Then Batman steps toward Bane alone. He snaps Bane's spine at the thoracic vertebrae, smashes his arms, stares down at him with cold fury. "You can still bite me," he growls. And then he draws the moral line between them. They both lost fathers, but only one became a monster. This triggers Bane's ultimate transformation. His cells revert to embryonic levels. He becomes a red-skinned, glowing, tendrilled creature. He screams his beliefs, war, sacrifice, and duty. He claims he's given everything for his people. Batman doesn't care.
Bane slams Batman into the ground with a devastating blow and shouts, "Your turn."
Batman was helpless, and Alfred was suggesting him to use Venom. But Batman has other plans. He wants to use it, but not on himself. He told Catwoman to take shot. Catwoman fires the Venom, and that was the twist. She shot Bane, not Batman. A massive green explosion engulfs them both. When the smoke clears, Batman is still standing, and for the first time in years, he laughs. A genuine, weary, relieved laugh. Then comes the twist. 2 days earlier, Bruce had every drop of venom purged from his system. He fought Bane entirely on his own strength. "I'll beat him my way," he told Eddie. And he did. In the aftermath, Croc wins the boxing match in the flashback. Someone who gambled everything on him celebrates wildly. Elsewhere, someone screams for Bruce Wayne's death. And the narration gives us the theme of the entire issue. Kings and generals always misunderstand the point. Winning isn't what drives soldiers like Batman. The fight itself, the act of protecting home, is the point. Bane's remains, now a red, fleshy mass, are dumped into Gotham Bay. But in a secret lab, he's still alive, just pieces of him floating in a tank. A mysterious figure calls his defeat a minor setback and promises to help him return to the war he loves. And finally, in the sky, Catwoman sits on a plane holding a glowing green case. Someone asks if she enjoyed her visit to Gotham. She smirks and says, "That's one way to describe it." She keeps the venom for herself, because in Gotham, nothing ever really ends. But in a secret lab, Bane is kept alive, floating organs, evolving in a tank. Someone tells him this defeat is only a minor setback. War is where he belongs. Far away in Santa Prisca, a woman and a child watch a plane overhead as a mushroom cloud blooms on the horizon. Our nerdy thoughts. Absolute Batman issue number 14 is brutal, chaotic, emotional, and unforgettable. And at its heart, it's about a simple truth. Batman fights not to win, but because Gotham needs him to keep fighting, over and over, no matter the cost. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned to Captain Comics for more deep dives into the greatest stories ever told on the page. Stay sharp, stay heroic, and I'll see you in the next one.